So I've had this truck sitting on the floor of my office for a little while now. I stumbled across this truck one day at a hobby shop, and I got it for next to nothing, really next to nothing, almost nothing. So I brought it home, and it's just been sitting around. It's a Tamiya CC01 with a Jeep hard body. I don't know much about this RC. This will be my first one. This one in particular is rather shoddily put together. It's got a lot of mismatched screws, etc., missing parts, etc. The paint job is a little scraped up, but I got it almost for free, so I had to go ahead and snatch it up. So I'm probably going to leave the body on there and just use it as is. It's really hard to get the top off unless I'm doing it wrong. This is how I was shown to do it. You can see the body. It's kind of beat a little bit, but on the inside they call this bathtub chassis. Everything lays out in here. It had this old axial servo that I'll be pulling out. That came in there. Like I said, not too familiar. This is quite a different layout than any other RC I've dealt with. So I know the battery goes here, the motor goes in there. I'm going to position the speed control up here. Not sure what goes back here, but we'll figure it out. Since I got this truck for pretty much next to nothing, I am going to use almost next to nothing to build it up and get it going. This is Project Cheapo. I'll be just refurbishing the shocks. If the shocks need to be replaced, I will use stock or equivalent, something small and cheap. No shininess on this RC. There's a lot of Phillips hardware through it. I plan on replacing as much of that as I can. A lot of it's stripped out and just the wrong sizes, different parts. It just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It came with wagon wheel beadlock rims, but on one of the wheels 4 nuts are missing, 4 lugs are missing, so I need to replace those. I kind of like the wheel. That's a RC 4-wheel drive 1.55 wheel, so I'm going to keep those on there. The tires I'm going to keep as well. They seem like pretty neat tires. They are mud thrashers, I believe. Yes, mud thrashers. I think they came from RC 4-wheel drive as well. So I'm going to get this thing going for as low cost as possible. For electronics, right off the bat, I'm going to throw in my old Maxstone 8 electronics. That's a brushed motor. I don't know the turn on that brushed motor, but I kind of think it's in the 27 to 35 range, which I've read is going to be a little fast in this, but we'll see how it goes. Also going to use the ESC from the Maxstone 8. It's a dual motor ESC, but I'm just going to run the one motor on it. It should be fine. And actually, I'm also going to use the batteries that came with the Maxstone 8, because that's the only battery I have that will fit in this tray. So, all repurposed electronics. Oh, and the Maxstone 8 servo as well. Another nondescript item. Maxstone 8 radio and receiver as well. I'm not going to go with Spectrum on this one. Like I said, I'm going to use things I already have, and I have a whole system from the Max Stone 8. So that's what's going on in here. We'll make changes as necessary, change out as much of the hardware as I can without buying new. I'll use spare parts and screws and all, and get this thing going. So that's a Tamiya, however you pronounce it. I pronounce Tamiya, CC01 with the Jeep Wrangler body.